Officials Acting Citgo president detained in Venezuela. Venezuelan authorities detained the acting president of Citgo, the state-owned oil company's U.S. subsidiary, and 5 other executives for their alleged involvement in a corruption scheme, officials said Tuesday. Chief Prosecutor Tarek William Saab said Jose Pereira and 5 Citgo vice presidents have been detained on suspicion of embezzlement stemming from a $4 billion agreement to refinance company bonds. According to Saab, the deal provided unconscionable and unfavorable terms for state oil giant PDVSA and offered Citgo itself as a guarantee on repayment without prior government approval. Mediators of the contract were purportedly eligible for a 1.5% payoff of the total. Saab described the Citgo executives as facilitators for U.S. international pressure on Venezuela's oil sector, putting at risk Citgo's assets while obtaining personal benefits. Citgo did not immediately respond to a request for comment. The detentions are part of an ongoing investigation by Venezuelan authorities into the country's oil sector, which has struggled in recent years amid mismanagement and declining production. Thus far, Saab's office has made nearly 60 arrests related to corruption involving PDVSA. The Trump administration imposed sweeping financial sanctions against Venezuela in August, prohibiting financial institutions from providing new money to the government or PDVSA. The sanctions also prohibit Citgo from sending dividends back to Venezuela as well as ban trading in 2 bonds the government recently issued to circumvent its growing isolation from Western financial markets. Venezuela has struggled to crawl out of economic ruin amid triple-digit inflation, food and medical shortages and a decline in oil prices. Maduro recently announced his plan to renegotiate foreign debt that he said had become impossible to pay because of a U.S.-led financial blockade against the socialist nation, though he has offered few details to investors on how he plans to do that. The Venezuelan government and PDVSA officially defaulted on billions of dollars worth of bonds earlier this month. The International Swaps and Derivatives Association, a group of banks and brokers that determine whether an entity like Venezuela has failed to make on-time payments on its debts, recently voted to say that Venezuela had defaulted. 2 other rating agencies, Fitch and Standard & Poor's, have also determined that Venezuela's government is in default.